Please be seated. Welcome to the Alabama School for the Deaf commencement ceremony for the class of 2024. My name is Jason Cox. I'm the principal here at the Alabama School for the Deaf, and it is an honor to be at the graduation ceremony with the class of 2024. Checking if make sure there's no balloons. Okay, we're good. We just want to make sure everybody can see. I would like to recognize a few special guests, our 2024 seniors, their families and friends, AIDB's president, Dr. Dennis Gillum, and our First Lady, Debbie Gillum. AIDB President's staff, who's here. Our AIDB Director of Curriculum Instruction and Accreditation, Mr. Andy Keith. Our commencement speaker, Stephen Forney, himself an ASD alumnus. Board members, spouses, etc. Mr. and Ms. Philip Brown, Mr. William Chip Dobbs, Mr. Ronnie Garrett and his wife Joan, Mr. Clarence Haynes, Mr. Jackie Smith, and his wife Doris. I also would like to recognize and thank the leadership and foundation of ASD, the department directors and the principal's office administrative assistants, Cedric Tyson, Antoine Miller, Lisa Blackburn, Evelyn Jordan, Tabitha Fields, Crystal Lively, Jessica Miller, and Mabel Crosby. Now, we'll have a greeting from AIDB Board of Trustees from member Mr. Philip Brown. Before we begin, I do want to let all the seniors say something to the seniors. Let you know how proud I am of all of the things you've accomplished during your journey through this school. Understand your journey's not over. It's just beginning. Now you will continue your journey out into the world. The important thing is to continue your success by aiming what you wish to do. Well, for example, when you look at a star, you aim for a specific star and you grab it. If you miss it, then don't worry. There's always another star that you can aim for. What I mean is, if you have a goal in life and it does not work out, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. You continue aiming for your next goal. Dream big. Okay, this year, Salutatorian is Austin Hayes. To be in the top 2 of your class means you have worked hard and done even more than it takes to be successful. Austin is extraordinary, an example of dedication and effort. Austin Hayes, please come on up.
Making sure microphone works. I want to say hello everyone. I want to thank y'all for coming here today. I'm thankful to be honored standing here today as class of 24 Salutatorian. First, I would like to thank God for all that He done for me and my classmate and my family. I chose God first and foremost in my life because He made me a stronger man. With His guidance, I will prove the world I have continued to do anything to set my mind to. I always want to share my story of my life and journey of different experience and to give my reflection of my past and present. I want to thank you to my parents for everything they gave me, and they gave me a chance to build up my dream to be successful. They are the most wonderful people I ever met in my life. The reason I want to thank them, because they helped me become a better person. They provide me their wisdom and guidance to influence their advice into my life. I never forget a story about my bonus mama. When the COVID hit, it changed my life forever. But my bonus mama encouraged me to focus on my education. And she's the most wonderful moms in my life, beside my real mama, because no one can replace her. I always tell my bonus mama the movie quote from Forrest Gump: "Mama Gump cares about my schooling." Reason I picked that quote, because she always get me up early, help me focus on education, because I know she loves me very much. I want to thank her to my family, and they give me all their support, and they helped me through the high school and life. I'll never forget memories related to life and love. Never will leave my family. My family always taught me, put your kindness into the world, and it will always come back to you. And thank you again, my family, for always be supporting, and my limitless Pontino. I want to thankful to Michaela Vaughn, because she's the most nutty person, inspiring me to start day on a positive note. Reason I want to thank her, because she have believed me since freshman year during COVID. I was in pain during that time, It broke my heart when they shut the school down for a long time. My favorite memories with her, when I was down that day, I felt lost myself for the first time in my life. Even through, I'm trying to stay strong. Miss Kayla Vaughn made me realize it's good to stay true to yourself and who you love. She taught me to believe in myself and stick with her happiness. She actually cares about all students, and she's the most value person to form connections and students and form friendships. I would like to thank y'all, my friends, and class of 2024 for being themselves. Thank you for always staying a true friend to me. Your light, your guidance, and your friendship helped me through the 4 years of high school. Again, thank you, y'all. I want to personal thank you to Dave and Vaden. He's a very special friend to me and my family. He helped me realize who I am with myself, and it helped me to connect to God more. He's a very generous friend and the best person to ever been involved in my life. He made me to be able to trust and cares about me and my other buddies. He gave up his time to preach the boys to follow Jesus, because he wants to spread God's word to the campus, to everyone. He have an awesome spirit on and off campus, and you show me other to how to create our own happiness. My favorite quote from my dad: "Hey son, don't let anyone take your own happiness away, because you're only one can manage your own happiness." That praise from my dad, it means a lot to me, because we need to know how to create our own happiness and find our own peace, and God can take care of the worldly problems. Another piece of advice, expert quote from my mama: "Stay strong and believe in yourself, because I know you can be a very successful man, because you are a very smart man." That quote fed my heart, because I know at the end of the day, she's at the peace, and I will forever honor her being the best man I can be today. My birth mom was a New Tea woman. Before she passed, while I was growing up, she always sang songs to me before I go to bed every night. She made me love music, because my mom always will be in my heart, because she is a very important person to me. And she helped me shape the man I am today. She's shown me the character of my personality that I still show. She made me feel stronger. Without her, I will not have opportunities such as moving here. I will let you know, Mom, I did it. I'm graduating Salutatorian of class 24. Thank you for you watching me all of my years. Finally, thank you again, my friends and teachers and supporting system. Always be encouraging me to chase my dreams. I hope y'all seniors ready to graduate. I know I am. I'm thankful y'all attending this year's graduation for class of 2024, and I love y'all. And I will not be standing here on stage without your love and support. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. That was a wonderful speech. To be valedictorian, you must be the very best academically among your class of peers. This person exemplifies the best in academics and more. Our valedictorian this year is Ashley Wentworth. So please come on up.
Okay. Testing. Okay, making sure. Good afternoon, staff, teachers, parents, family, and friends. I am honored to be here today talking as your valedictorian. Look at us. We are here, about to graduate, the moment we've been all waiting for since we were kids. When we were kids, we always looked up to seniors and told ourselves, wow, look at them. They are older than us, they are smarter than us, and they're going to do fun things while we're stuck here with nonstop homework. Every year, we get closer and closer to becoming seniors, and boom, here we are. My journey with ASD started when I was 5 and attended their summer camp. It was my first exposure to ASL and other children who were deaf, hard of hearing, like myself. And I attended each summer until I aged out of 14. I remained in our local public school where I was one or sometimes 30 kids in a class. I learned to work around my hearing loss for many years. I joined ASD in my freshman year, the COVID year. I knew a small amount of sign language, so it was hard in the beginning with Zoom, online class, bad Wi-Fi, and in and out of school because of COVID. During that time, I have made friends and become better and better in ASL. I tried my best to have good grades and complete my work on time. Each year, that process. I work harder and harder to reach my full potential. By it being either with grades, sports, or any other clubs or activities ASD offers. Saying you want to be something or have something takes a lot of work. In life, things are not just going to give you freely. Putting the effort pays off in the long run, and sometimes I have learned here at attending ASD. And it is definitely a life lesson we all need to learn. So the question is now, how bad do you want to achieve your goals, and how willing are you putting in the effort? I personally want to thank Dr. Gillum, who has helped AIDB grow across Alabama State, and running AIDB to help us get support for our school and our future. I also want to thank our principal, Jason Cox, for supporting ASD and making the best school it can possibly be. I also want to thank my friend, Joan Dean, who has been my friend and part of my family since I first attended ASD. I love her, and support her and positive encouragement meant a lot to me. And April McCurry for all her help this year with my college and scholarships. I also want to give a huge thanks to our interpreters for helping us have equal access to communication. Without them, we would be a little clueless. I want to give a big thanks to the teachers for giving us the education we needed and teaching us some life lessons that some schools may not have taught them. And seniors, we should be thanking our family and friends for their support, because without them, we wouldn't be here today. We all went through things in life that we can't control, but the important thing is not to let it affect who we are. We are still learning and growing about ourselves and finding out who we are. The important thing is to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and learn about yourself, because there are things you can do that we didn't even think we can do. Life is hard, no doubt about that. but we are stronger than we think it is, and it's time to show it. This is not the end of our chapter. This is the end of our high school journey. The moment we walk out those doors, we begin our new lives. Let's show them that we can do the impossible, and we can achieve anything because we are limitless. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. That was a great speech as well. Now, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce the 18th president of the Alabama Institute for Deaf and Blind. We are proud to have Dr. Gillum as our AIDB president. He makes service to the students and clients at ASD and AIDB his top priority. He is an example to us all, Dr. Dennis Gillum.
You know, our support staff really don't like me sometimes. I'm going to tell you why. Is Patrick controlling the cameras? Okay. Good afternoon. As I got ready to get up here this afternoon, I started thinking about all of the Alabama School for the Deaf graduations that I've been a part of. As Mr. Cox may have mentioned, this is starting year 31 for me at AIDB and several years at the Alabama School for the Deaf. About 10 years ago, I was blessed to be on this stage, not with Mr. Forney, that was a few years back, but with another young man that reminds me of this venture today. His name was Joshua Pritchard. He was in a wheelchair, and we were preparing for our day here at graduation. And he was at the back of the stage where you will soon go. And he looked up at me and just said, "I want to walk." And it was one of the most impactful times I've had as an ASD administrator. So I took this big fat robe with this outfit, went back there and walked up to the stage with Mr. Pritchard, and he got his diploma. And it was an amazing moment. So I say that because I saw that picture in my office today. The photographer, Bob Crisp, sitting on the second row, I think he was crying that day. And quite frankly, I did too when I got behind stage. So why does that matter? Why does a picture from 2014, 10 years ago, matter? Because he said, "I want to walk." That to me was a different kind of statement. He wanted to do something that he had not done in a really long time. Why did he choose this day, his graduation day, to do that? It's because it was special. It was a special day. And that, to me, is what graduation day should be about. A monumental, special moment. I will tell you that as I listened to Austin's statement today, you did a phenomenal job. And Ashley, you did a great job. It was just so inspiring. I know you made Miss Dean cry. But what I want you all to know is their words should echo what you feel as graduates. That today is a special day. It could change the rest of your life. You will leave this moment behind. The days of immaturity, the days of silliness, and the days of no responsibility will be behind you. There will be responsible days, times that will struggle. But as Ashley said, there are no barriers, no limits that will exist that you can't accomplish. You both mentioned, your salutatorian and your valedictorian mentioned, that we went through a time of a pandemic where students and teachers and administrators had to send people home and get their education from afar. For the students that we serve, this was a huge blow. And for the administration, it was even more difficult. If you ask the administrators or the teachers that work at the Alabama School for the Deaf or any of our other campuses, what they will tell you is they get their inspiration from you. And it's tough to get inspiration from a Zoom. So with you being on campus, it's a tremendous goal for us to help you achieve your dreams. So you've lived through that time, and now you can leave it behind you. It will be a great thing for you to talk about when you're older, much like Mr. Forney will explain his times of being an ASD graduate. I will tell you that as I look at it, ASD has always been known as a home of champions. You've done that. Some of you have been a part of that. You've been Mason-Dixon basketball and volleyball champions. You've also looked at track and field accomplishments. And just think about the things you've done in the classroom. Tremendous accomplishments as high school students. Some of you have completed robotics competitions across the United States and academic bowl as well. What a great accomplishment that has been. But I think that your classmates have already said something like this. Supporting one another is going to be increasingly important. Rely on each other for encouragement and guidance. You know you've had the guidance of your teachers and your family and your friends, but continue to do that and serve as a source of inspiration and strength to each other and to your families. Just as champions in sports never give up, it seems as though you've got insurmountable odds to overcome at times. Please do not stop. Keep fighting. As you embark on your new journey, let me just tell you that there are going to be challenging days ahead. If you tell me to be positive, I will tell you I am positive there will be challenging days ahead. But remember, you can do it. As Austin said, I have done it. Remember that the world is definitely yours for the taking. And we want you to know that as I look at each one of you, and I think of your names as I look at your faces, I want you to know that we believe in you. We have continued to believe in you. And we want you to always know that you are part of our family. As you continue to go into this world, this class of 2024, we want you to your hearts to be filled with courage, your minds with wisdom, and your spirits with unwavering perseverance, with that championship mentality. And speaking about champions, very soon I will have the opportunity and the honor to introduce a shining example of how hard work and perseverance can take you to great heights. I have known this gentleman for over 20 years, but my impression of him started not in a cap and gown, but in a football uniform. I remember him being a true champion, not for accolades or awards, but because I distinctly remember him for his willingness to do whatever his team needed him to do to be successful. It was not the need of just one. For him, it was always about the benefit for the overall team. In 2003, Mr. Forney was sitting right here where you are today, waiting to walk on the stage and get his diploma from the Alabama School for the Deaf. Since his graduation, Mr. Forney has carved a remarkable path, earning a Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical and Electrical Engineering and a Master's of Science in Human Computer Interaction from Rochester Institute of Technology. Mr. Forney now excels as a research engineer at the University of Alabama in Huntsville in that Center for Cybersecurity Research and Education. In his upcoming presentation, Mr. Forney will draw on his compelling analogy of chess to chart his journey and achievements. He will explore how life is like a game of chess and how it requires strategic planning and thoughtful decision-making to navigate challenges to reach our goals. Each move on a chessboard of life signifies a choice made leading to various outcomes and learning opportunities. Join Mr. Forney as he shares his insightful strategies for success, highlighting the critical role of foresight, adaptivity, resilience, and achieving one's objective. Welcome, Mr. Forney.
Thank you for that introduction. Good afternoon, our esteemed guests, faculty, and fellow graduates of the class of 2024. It feels like just yesterday when I graduated here back in 2003. I vividly remember walking down the aisle of this very same auditorium, passing through those double doors, feeling like I was making the first move in a game of chess. Why chess, you might ask? Well, chess has been a constant companion in my life. This is because of a legacy handed down to me by my dearly missed grandfather. He taught me that life, much like chess, requires strategic planning and thoughtful decision-making. I first encountered the chessboard as a young child in my grandfather's living room. There, amidst the quiet clinks of chess pieces and the warm laughter of family, I learned my earliest life lessons. My grandfather and his brother would play, the game punctuated by conversation and thoughtful pauses. As a child, I was captivated, not just by the game, but by the camaraderie and the strategy unfolding before me. On the day his brother left after one of their long games, my grandfather turned to me and offered, "Would you like to learn?" This simple question marked the beginning of my chess journey. As we played, every game became a lesson. I learned that each piece on the chessboard has a specific role and purpose, much like each decision we make in life. My grandfather once said, "Every move you make on the chessboard, just like every decision in life, should be strategic and aimed toward your ultimate goal." By the end of middle school, as I was about to move to Huntsville, Alabama, to be closer to my grandfather, we had one of our most memorable conversations over a game of chess, naturally. We discussed my future beyond middle school, pondering each move and counter move. With each piece he moved, he drew parallels to life. "This pawn may seem small," he said, "but with the right strategy, it can become something much greater, just as you will grow. He explained that how achieving checkmate is not just winning the game, but reaching a goal, a culmination of careful planning and execution, mirroring the objectives that we set in life. Throughout high school, my life was filled with memorable moments, such as playing on the football team, laughing with friends, studying hard, and attending prom. Everything seemed to happen so fast, culminating in graduation day. Afterward, I drove back to Huntsville and showed my occupational diploma to my grandfather, admitting it wasn't what I wanted. He simply said, "You're still playing the chess game, and you haven't found a way to checkmate the king. Perhaps you need a new strategy." I returned back to Talladega and took the necessary steps at the Gentry School to pass my graduation exams. In less than 4 months, I achieved my checkmate. I brought my high school diploma back to my grandfather, and he said, "Excellent. You have finally checkmated the king. Now, reset the chess game by finding a new big goal, but one at a time." As I pursued my bachelor's and master's degrees in mechanical and electrical engineering and human-computer interaction at the Rochester Institute of Technology, the lessons from the chessboard were reflected in every challenge I faced. Whether it was tackling a complex problem in class or navigating personal trials. The strategies I learned at that chessboard with my grandfather guided me. Today, as we all stand on the brink of new beginnings, I encourage you to think of your journey as a game of chess. Approach each decision with purpose and strategy. Remember that, like a pawn, you may start small, but with determination and the right moves, you can achieve greatness. Embrace the roles and responsibilities you hold, as each move can lead to significant outcomes. As we move our tassels to the other side today, let's remember that this is not just an end, but the beginning of a more challenging and rewarding game. Let's play it wisely, courageously, and always with the intention of reaching our checkmate. Thank you, and congratulations to all of you, class of 2024.
Good afternoon. At this time, I would like to present our graduation speaker, Mr. Stephen Forney, with a gift of appreciation. But before I present Mr. Forney with this gift of appreciation, I would like to thank Mr. Forney for delivering such a powerful and inspirational speech. Mr. Forney has provided the 2024 graduating class with a roadmap of how to navigate your journey and manage the decisions you make when you enter your next chapter. We would like to thank Mr. Forney for attending our graduation ceremonies this evening. And at this time, I would like to present him with a gift of appreciation. This gift is a framed picture of Manning Hall, and the wording on the plaque states, In appreciation, Mr. Stephen Forney, Commencement Speaker, Alabama School for the Deaf, 2024. Thank you, Mr. Forney.
The gift from ASD's class of 2024, we'd like to present to Mr. Forney. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, wow. I want to thank him for his very special speech, inspirational. It's talking about being a pawn, and that's important. With the right strategy, you can be successful, so thank you for that. Next, I would like to ask two of our amazing seniors to come forward to present the senior class gifts. Please welcome Lily and JC Tucker.
The class of 2024 would like to give to the school some lamp posts outside for the basketball court by Graves Hall.
I want to thank the class for the gift. It means a lot. Thank you. Next, I would like to ask Mrs. Ryan McDonald, Alabama Association of the Deaf President, to come present the AAD O.C. Roberts Awards.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan McDonald. I'm the Alabama Association for the Deaf President. On behalf of Alabama Association for the Deaf, the board, we'd like to present two different awards. The first award, the O.C. Roberts Academic Award, about a $500 award, can be used for academics or supplies, books, anything you need for your dorm. I'd like to ask Ashley Wentworth to receive this award. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ashley. The second award in the amount of $350 for one that's going to any kind of tech or trade school, any kind of supplies you need, uniforms, fuel money. I would like to ask Brianna Petway, please come up. Congratulations. Thank you.
Next, I would like to ask AIDB Board Member, Mr. Clarence Haynes, to come present the AIDB Trustee Award. Mr. Haynes.
Before I read it, could we get Ashley to come back up to the podium? Please. The 2024 Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind Trustee Award is presented to Ashley Wentworth for her outstanding hard work as a student and her scholastic performance as a member of the Alabama School for the Deaf. Ashley. A little something to go along with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Haynes and the AIDB Board of Trustees. Now, I would like to announce the recipients of various scholarships. Seniors, as I call your name, please stand and be recognized for your achievements. The ASD Alumni Association is awarding 2 awards, Scholar and Outstanding Worker. One goes to Austin Hayes, who will get $500, and one to Antonia Coy Ruiz, who will get $250. The Alabama Black Deaf Advocates awarded $200 to Tri-Allen Washington. The AIDB Foundation managed Thomas Goolsby Citizenship Award of $250 was presented to Austin Hayes. The Fred Houston Award of $500, managed by the AIDB Foundation, was presented to Derek Irizarry Ruiz. The AIDB Office of Information Technology Scholarship for $500 was presented to Derek Irizarry Ruiz. The AIDB Foundation managed Foy Covington Scholarship of $1,000 was presented to Tri-Allen Washington. And the last one, the AIDB Foundation managed a Johnson Scholarship of $3,600 was presented to Ashley Wentworth. Congratulations, ASD seniors. Now, it is time to award our seniors their diplomas. Dr. Gillum, having satisfactorily completed the prescribed course of study in conformity with the graduation requirements and standards established by the AIDB Board of Trustees, I am very proud to present to you the 2024 graduating class of the Alabama School for the Deaf.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Alabama Institute for Deaf and Blind, I now confer upon you the diplomas of the Alabama School for the Deaf and congratulate each one of you on your accomplishments and graduation.
Seniors, please stand. Antonia Estela Coy Ruiz. Daquana Rashay Dandridge. Austin Michael Hayes. Derek Kiriel Izari Ruiz. Brianna Renee Petway. JC Ariana Tucker. Lily Brooke Tucker. Triallen Corbin Washington. Ashley Crystal Wentworth. Christopher Lee Williams. If the seniors would please stand. Let's recognize our seniors now as ASD graduates and give them a round of applause. Y'all can be seated. I would like to express our sincere thanks to our outstanding interpreters. And sometimes people overlook them, but they have done an amazing job to make sure we have access to communication. We'd like to recognize our ASL and Spanish voicing interpreters, Stephen Kane, Sarah Presley, Amelia Ripley, Jamie Roop, Brittany Bassett, and Zoe Mundy. And our Spanish interpreters, I want to thank them, Kenton Myers and Beatriz Puche. Thank you for providing us with full accessibility for everyone here so that we can really enjoy this day of celebration for our graduates. Also want to thank you, Angela Smith, for sharing with us your talent as an outstanding pianist. The music was beautiful. Thanks to our photographer, who always takes beautiful photographs, Mr. Bob Crisp. The graduates will be receiving gifts outside in front of McFarland Auditorium. Seniors, don't forget to pick up all of your items from Michaela's classroom here in Johnson Hall. In a moment, I'll be asking everyone to stand to honor our ASD graduates. Please wait for the graduates to leave the auditorium before moving into the aisles to exit. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the most recent graduates of the Alabama School for the Deaf, the class of 2024. Congratulations! Everyone, please stand.